Good morning, students of Intaya. Let us learn today chapter 5, the fundamental unit of life. So, this is a bio chapter. First thing we need to know in this chapter is what are living organisms made up of. They are made up of cell, and it is in Latin we call cell as the little room. It was first been discovered by Robert Koch in the year 1665. He saw that a substance called as cork had the structure similar to that of a honeycomb. Honeycomb has got many little compartments in it. So, cell is a tiny room. Now, we know very well that a building is made up of a brick. Similarly, cell when it groups together and it forms a specific function, it forms tissues. Tissues, different types of tissues which performs a specific function group together again and forms organ. So we find that cells insert in turn is known as the fundamental and the structural unit of the life. Figure 5.3 on page number 58 of the NCERT book, you can see the various types of cells a human body have. Here there are nerve cell, blood cell, or you have a muscle cell, etc. Next topic that we have is the components of the cell. Cell comprises of plasma membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. Let me explain each one of this. The first thing I am going to explain is plasma membrane. So it is the outer covering which will separate the cell from the external environment, and its function is it allows the entry and of the useful component and it exits the useless component. So plasma membrane is known as a selectively permeable membrane, and plasma membrane uses a process called as diffusion for this entry and exit of the components. Okay, and diffusion means what? The movement of the spontaneous movement of the substances from the area of the high concentration to the area of the low concentration. Substances like carbon dioxide and other cellular waste are excreted or expelled from the cell by the process of diffusion, whereas the liquid substances, they obey the law of diffusion and osmosis. Next topic that we have is cell wall. So cell wall is the outer covering that is present outside the plasma membrane, and it is made up of cellulose. So this we find only in case of the plants. Next cell organelle that I need to talk about is nucleus. So it is the central unit, or it is a dot-like structure that we find in the center of a cell. This contains chromosome, and chromosome in turn has the inheritance unit called as genes. So genes helps in transfer of the characters from the parents to the next generation in the form of DNA. DNA means deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay, nucleus also plays an important role in the reproduction, and it is covered by a nuclear membrane. Next cell organelle is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm comprises of the fluid material, or cytoplasm is the fluid content which is present between the nucleus and the plasma membrane, and it has got all the specialized cell organelles. These are listed below. Okay, so they perform specific function, and they are endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosome, mitochondria, plastids and vacuoles. Figure 5.5 on page number 63 shows us animal cell, and here if you look at here, it shows the different organelles that are present in the animal cell: the Golgi apparatus, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, nucleus, plasma membrane, lysosome, mitochondria, cytoplasm, etc. Before telling about the details about these different special cell organelles, let me tell you the differences between the eukaryotic and the prokaryotic cell. You know very well about this also from last year, but then let me tell you again. Okay, eukaryotic cells are those cells which have a well defined nuclear region, and they are surrounded by a nuclear membrane, whereas prokaryotic cells are those cells which lacks nuclear membrane but they contain nucleic acid called as nucleoid. Okay, eukaryotic cell as such, they are larger in size, that is it ranges from 1 to 100 micrometer, whereas prokaryotic cell, they ranges from 1 to 10 micrometer. Then eukaryotic cell, they have got more chromosome, whereas prokaryotic cell has only a single chromosome. This eukaryotic cell comprises of membrane bound cell organelles, whereas cell organelles are missing in case of the prokaryotic cell. Example for a eukaryotic cell is plant cell and animal cell, whereas example of a eukaryotic cell is a example of the eukaryotic cell is plant cell and animal cell, whereas example of a prokaryotic cell is a bacteria. Now let me talk to you about the different special cell organelles. The first one that I have is endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum, they are actually a large network of membrane bound tubes and sheath, and they act as a channel for transport of proteins in between the nucleus and the cytoplasm. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. One is a smooth endoplasmic reticulum and another is a rough endoplasmic reticulum. So the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, they are smooth in texture since they lack ribosome, whereas rough endoplasmic reticulum, they have ribosomes attached on their surface. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum is used for manufacturing of protein, and they also help in detoxifying the poison and the drugs, whereas the rough endoplasmic reticulum, they helps in manufacturing, they use in manufacturing of the protein. Next cell organelle is the Golgi apparatus. This was been first described by Camillo Golgi. So it is a system of membrane bound vesicles which are arranged parallel to each other in stacks called as cistern. They are also used in storage, packaging, modification of the products. Okay, it also helps in the formation of the lysosome. Next cell organelle that I have is that we need to study is lysosome. So they are actually the waste disposal system of the cell, and they help in cleaning the foreign material or the worn out cell. Other name of lysosome is suicide bag. Why do we call it so? Since the lysosome also bursts off whenever the cell gets damaged. So this is done by the enzymes that are being released by the lysosome. Next cell organelle that I have is mitochondria. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, since it provides the energy that is required for performing the different chemical activities needed for a life in the form of ATP. It has its own DNA and ribosome, so it can make its own protein. Next cell organelle is the vacuole. They are the storage stacks meant for storing the solid and the liquid content. They are smaller in case of animal cells but numerous, whereas in case of plant cell it is single and large. Okay, but in amoeba, vacuoles plays an important role. Vacuoles are the digestion site also, and also another vacuole is used for digestion process. Next topic that I have is plastid. Okay, plastids are the membrane bound organelles. These are found only in plant cell, and they are site for production and storage of the chemical compounds. Plastids also contain pigment that helps in identifying or determining the cell color. There are 4 types of plastids: chloroplast, chromoplast, leucoplast and gerontoplast. But we are going to concentrate mainly on the 3 types, that is the chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. Chloroplasts are the green pigments which helps in trapping sunlight for photosynthesis. Chromoplasts are the ones which are colored pigment, and they are used for storage. Okay, they generally give color to the flower and the fruits. Leucoplasts, they are colorless, and they are also used for storage, but in case of the non photosynthetic plants. Okay, with this I am done with the chapter. So students, you kindly go through this video and also study the book and do the assignment. If you have any questions, you may revert back to me. Thank you.